When did your ex realize you weren't the guy who'd never get his life together? 3 years ago, Sonia dumped me in a Starbucks. You're almost 30, Mike, and you're still doing random security gigs and teaching self-defense classes, she announced, sliding her apartment key across the table. My friends keep asking what my boyfriend does, and I'm tired of making excuses. You have no real career, no ambition, no future. She stood up, designer bag on her shoulder. You'll probably be living paycheck to paycheck forever while real men build actual careers. I didn't correct her. Didn't mention the NDA I'd signed about my work. Didn't explain why I couldn't talk about my random security gigs. I just took the key and left, because she just assumed I was a loser, even though we were never in any money troubles. Yesterday, downtown was in complete chaos. Sirens everywhere, streets blocked off, helicopters circling overhead. The city's annual emergency preparedness drill, the one where we simulate a major disaster to test first responder coordination. I was standing at the mobile command center, reviewing tactical positions with the police chief and fire captain, when I heard that laugh, Sonia's distinctive tinkling laugh that used to make me smile. She was across the square with some guy in an expensive suit, probably trying to get through the barriers. "Excuse me," she called to one of my junior instructors, using that tone she reserved for service workers. "We need to get to Laurent's for our reservation. How long is this little practice thing going to take?" The officer looked at me for guidance. I walked over, wearing the tactical vest identifying me as incident commander. "Ma'am, you'll need to go around," I said professionally, not making eye contact yet. "This is a federally mandated multi-agency drill. Streets won't reopen for another 2 hours." She started to argue, then froze. "Mike?" Her voice pitched up. "What are you doing here? And why are you dressed like—" Her new boyfriend stepped forward, clearly irritated. "Babe, just have him call his supervisor. I'm sure they can make an exception." "No, wait, this is Mike, my ex, the one who—" She stopped, staring at my vest. That's when the police chief walked up behind me. "Commander Torres, we need your assessment on the hazmat scenario at Grid 7. 3 SWAT officers jogged past as we were talking, each nodding at me and calling me, 'Sir.'" Sonia's voice got higher. "Commander? Sir? Mike, what is happening?" The fire captain then appeared with a tablet. "Mike, the mayor wants to know if you can brief her after this." Sonia stepped back. "The mayor? The mayor?" She looked at her boyfriend, then back at me. "You worked at the freaking YMCA. You taught kids karate. This doesn't make sense." The police chief turned to me, ignoring the civilians. "Torres, before you go, the feds called. They want you in DC next week for the security summit." Sonia actually laughed, sharp and disbelieving. "The feds? Mike, stop. Just stop. What is this?" Her boyfriend, confused, pulled at her arm. "Wait, this is your ex? The guy who couldn't hold a job?" The chief overheard and snorted. "Couldn't hold a job? He trained everyone here. SWAT, paramedics, firefighters." Sonia shook her head frantically. No. He taught beginner self-defense. Kids classes. I saw the flyers." A young EMT ran up, saluting. "Commander Torres, Grid 4 is ready for your evaluation." Sonia's boyfriend was pulling up something on his phone. His face changed. "Look, babe. Embassy bombing. 17 people saved. Bronze star." Sonia snatched the phone and her face drained of color. "This can't be. You never said anything. You let me think." "I had a security clearance," I said quietly. "I couldn't talk about it." "That's impossible." Her voice cracked. "You could have said something." "I did, Sonia. I told you that my work was difficult, but I would never let you struggle. You were the one who just called me a loser and walked away." As she stood there, rethinking her own life, I simply stepped away to reevaluate the next scenario for the drill.